Ooga fucking Ooga cunts, it's Schmeckle. This is just gonna be a short video. I've got 3 things that I want to say. The first is to the family of Robert Godwin Sr., the 74-year-old grandfather who was recently gunned down in Cleveland. Not only has his family been forced to deal with the fact that he was murdered, but on top of that they've been dragged into a media circus because Robert's murderer is still out there. Despite all of this, his family has decided to forgive Steve Stevens, the man who took away one of their loved ones. All I have to say about this is that it takes a much better man than I to forgive somebody for something like this. I'm not close with my father, and if truth be told, I don't like the guy all that much. But I could never forgive somebody who murdered him. I would be advocating for his killer's death. It says a lot of good about each of you individually and the family as a whole, that you can forgive Steve Stevens for what he's done. The second is to CNN, who refused to identify Steve Stevens as black. One can only assume that this was with the goal of being seen as progressive. For CNN, my message is simple. Race does not matter as far as your intelligence, your character, or anything else like that is concerned. Race is, however, extremely important in identifying a fucking murderer on the loose. By refusing to show his face, you were refusing to offer your viewers a way to identify this man if they see him in public. You know, because he's a fucking murderer and people generally like to avoid those. You're supposed to be journalists. Do your fucking job. And the last thing I wanted to say is directed at anybody who might come into contact with Steve Stevens. This one is important, so please do listen. If you see this man, and you have the opportunity, get yourself to a safe area. Once you're safe, phone the police and let them do their job. Don't try to be a fucking hero. Obviously, there are a lot of variables involved, but if you don't need to stick yourself in harm's way, don't. There's no sense in risking your life when a trained officer could do so with a much better chance of survival. Just use your heads and keep safe. And that's all I've got to say on the topic. Sorry for the lack of humor, but it's not a very funny topic. Next time I'll find videos of puppies running into walls or something. That's fucking it for this one. Now fuck off! And stay safe.